Yo, what's going on, guys? Good afternoon. What's happening? What's going on? How's everybody feeling out there? I'm seeing a lot of, it's a weird Saturday, guys, right? It's a weird Saturday. Market looks healthier than it's looked in like a week, and people are more bearish. Doesn't make any sense. The math is not mathing, guys. The math is not mathing. All right, so let's dive into the super chats here. Isaac, what's up, man? I hope all is well. I'm officially nerve-wracked, but I'm not selling. Like I just said, things look positive and you're nerve-wracked. That's funny, brother. That's funny. It's all good, man. It's all good. I'm glad you're holding, brother. Everything's going to be fine. No matter how you slice it, it's just simply put a waiting game. That's all that it is. Shannon, it's a good day to have a good day. Thanks for all you do. Hey, absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's a great day to have a great day. Let's get into the chat. Let's see what everybody's talking about today, shall we? All right. What do we got? What do we got? What do you say? What do you know? Guys, if you're watching on Rumble or on X, make sure you give us a follow. Blah says, if we dip below, you're confused, Blah, because you think that there's one certain direction we're going in, and there's not. I have to give you both possible scenarios, not just the one that you want to hear, right? So that's why you're confused. You think that there's one certain direction, and there's not. Nobody knows. Bitcoin is on the edge of a knife right now, and which way it's going to go, up or down, we have to see things play out to decide. We need that decision, right? So, and as far as Nadix goes, you already know the answer to that question, so I'm not going to answer it. You know better. It could fake out either way. Yes, exactly. We don't know. Stefan, that you get the best results when everyone does what's best for themselves is incomplete. You get the best results when everyone does what is best for themselves and the group prevailing dynamics. Bruno, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Shannon, what's up? What's up? Beebs, my dude, what's happening, man? Beast mode. If we dip to 94 monthly close, I'll sell the house and buy the dip. There you go. Guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. We got 152 people watching. We have 44 likes. Let's get the likes to 100, guys. This should be easy breezy lemon squeezy, right? There she is, Gamma Goddess in the house. Let's get this money. Hell yeah. Overcome. What's happening, buddy? Isaac says, I'm sure after this cycle I'll have better feel on what's going on next time around. Yeah, exactly. DH, how much bearing do you put on the end of the year? If we get a January peak, does that invalidate? Nope. Yes, for Bitcoin, yeah. Because Bitcoin would need to top before the end of this year for the 4-year cycle to continue to play out. If it plays out next year, well, then it's an extended cycle, right? It's me, Mario. It's the great, the Cornholio, and the crypto family. What's up, man? Gamma, you were awesome last night. That's what she said. Paul, good to see you, buddy. Ray says, smash the like button. What's going on? J Money, second Pokemon of the day. Isaac beat you to it, brother. Strawberry Dragon, what's happening? Milk Money's in the house. What's up, man? Zebek man, chilling like a villain. I think we will hold support here until the government reopens again. I hope so. Man. Jasmine Pico, LFG. Let's go, baby. Absolutely. A guy, it all depends on the government shutdown. Yes. We do have an update on that from yesterday. So, Yo-Yo Mars, what's happening, man? Doing a great job, bro. Thank you so much, man. We will be back. Guys, make sure you're here tonight for Blockchain Buzz at 6 p.m. Central. That is about 4 hours and 45 minutes from right now for, again, Blockchain Buzz. Having a great day, just sitting on my hands. No more money to spend. No FUD for me. Thanks to Rob. Hey, absolutely, man. Sometimes just sitting on your hands, it's the best thing you can do, brother. Really Rich says, we about to moon. Fleming, what's up, man? Rob, let me hear the voice saying, regulator. Mauna, still here, hanging in strong. Let's go. Absolutely, man. D-Links, if you want to see insane price action today, look at ACH's price chart today. Madness needs to be $5. Did ACH run today? Did ACH have a run today? What's going on with ACH? Little tiny pump. And then back down again. Sean, Jasmine with Janction. Let's go. Splake says Zebek, XCN, XPR, XDB. ACH's chart, I mean. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's a little underwhelming. Either way, up or down, it's a blessing. Ramona dropping that super sticker. Absolutely, guys. Our very own crypto mom in the house. Isaac, my dude, this is for being yourself. Rob, thanks so much. Hey, thank you, brother, for being with me. Isaac, you've been with me a long time, brother. Thank you so much. Wise Mind says, hello, Rob. I'm in for the long term, so the market doesn't bother me, honestly, even if it dips. Exactly. I feel the same way, my dude. Feel the same way. Divine Vibe says ICP is still pumping small bag, but it's over 2x so far. Nice. Now, if it was me personally, not financial advice, if I was up 2x on my ICP, I'd probably take my initial investment out and ride that moon bag to the promised land, brother. That's just me, though, right? You do whatever you want to do. All right, we're caught up in the chat already. Holy smokes! Let's get into the news, guys. Let's see what's going on. We got 185 people watching. We got, how many likes do we have? 58. Let's get to 100, guys. Let's get it up there. Okay, let's get into some of the news. Whose house? Drew's house. Whoa, where you been, man? XCN and Jasmine, let's go. Nice. There you go. There you go, brother. Nice to see you back, too, man. Ethereum faces resistance at 3.9K amid market fatigue. Ethereum's grappling with resistance at 3,800 and 3,900, facing diminishing market sentiment and demand as accumulation by whales indicates a cautious short-term market outlook. The resistance levels impact could influence investors' interest in market movements, especially given ongoing institutional support, and whale accumulation, highlighting possible long-term adoption resilience. Ethereum has encountered significant resistance around $3,800 to $3,900, with current market sentiment and demand showing fatigue. On-chain data highlights whale accumulation during the latest market sell-off, but short-term caution persists. Notable players include Ethereum's co-founder Vitalik Buterin and institutional investors like BlackRock. These entities have not provided direct commentary on the resistance level. The Ethereum Foundation remains focused on protocol upgrades with no current commentary. The Ethereum community has shown caution following the market's struggle to surpass the 3.9K resistance. Whale accumulation continues, signaling confidence, while regulatory trends underscore the rising significance of Ethereum's ESG compliance. Potential outcomes involve shifting in regulatory perceptions and market stability. Institutional flows and whale behavior reveal confidence contrasting with negative trader sentiment. So the whales and the big money, smart money, is having a grand old time accumulating, while the little fish, the little retail guy, is pooping in his little panties, right? Historical data shows that retracements in mid-2024 and June of 2025 led to subsequent rebounds following accumulation phases. Technical markers like $3,000 and $3,900 have historically shaped Ethereum's price movements. Experts from Kana Labs suggest that similar accumulation patterns indicate potential for price rebounds. They emphasize the importance of long-term confidence in Ethereum's network despite short-term market fluctuations. You need to have long-term confidence in your investments as opposed to short-term market fluctuations, guys, right? Roger, what's happening on November 22nd? ISO 200.2.2 goes into effect. Over the top, watching over on Rumble. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe over on Rumble as well. Flint says, why are you the only one that does lives on weekends? Feels like all these top crypto influencers are all work on the same hourly wage system. Yeah, they're lazy. They want to spend their time at the beach or something, right? I don't know. Who knows? The beach. I don't know. Playing Nintendo, whatever the hell they do. PlayStation. I don't know. All right. What else do we have? We got a little clippy clip here. Little clippy clip. The man himself, Michael Saylor, on the quantum threat is still 10 to 20 years out.
Quantum computing, at some point, could break the algorithm for Bitcoin. Are there countermeasures that they could be put in? You probably understand what I'm asking you. Do you worry about that? You look like you slept okay. You look like you slept okay last night.
It's mainly marketing by people that want to sell you the next quantum yo-yo token. But look, Google and Microsoft aren't going to sell you a quantum computer that cracks modern cryptography, because it would destroy Google and Microsoft and the US government and the banking system. And at some point, I don't think it's this year, next year, in the next 5 years, but sometime 10, 20 years out, if there's a hyper powerful computer that threatens modern cryptography, the answer is Bitcoin network hardware upgrades, Bitcoin network software upgrades, just like Microsoft, Google, the US government upgrade all their messaging and banking applications. The key for everybody is Bitcoin's a protocol like the English language and base 10 math. When the quantum computer breaks your calculator and breaks your messaging app, you're not learning base 16 math, and you're not going to switch to a different language. You're just going to upgrade your software. And Bitcoin's a monetary protocol. We're just going to upgrade the software, Joe.
Wow, because there are people that throw that around that know, actually they know less than I do, I think. But so there are countermeasures to deal with that.
You know, if I wanted to hack your Bitcoin, I'd send you an email saying a quantum computer can hack your Bitcoin. Click on the link to upgrade now, and then I'd steal your Bitcoin. It's 10,000 times more likely I'm phishing you than there is a threat. So no, I'm not worried about.
He's absolutely right there, guys. That's hilarious, because that's how it happens, right? Click here to upgrade. Sailor has no facial expression when he's speaking. He's just chilling. Bitcoin's potential surge to $250,000 raises bubble concerns. Bitcoin reaching 250K within 3 months could signify a bubble peak, likely leading to a sharp market correction. Analysts like Mike Novogratz and Ali Martinez highlight historical patterns that necessary macro conditions for such rapid growth. Analysts predict Bitcoin's rapid rise could destabilize markets with potential corrections looming. Key figures express caution over sustainability. Bitcoin, if it reaches $250,000 within the next 3 months, could signify a potential bubble peak. Experts, including Mike Novogratz, emphasize possible drastic corrections following such a surge. He's noted, you don't really accelerate until you take out 125K. That needs a heck of a lot of crazy stuff to reach 250K by the end of the year. Historical market trends suggest amplified volatility. Prominent analysts like Ali Martinez highlight the need for extraordinary conditions for this growth, while Tom Lee and Arthur Hayes maintain conviction in the target based on post-halving cycles. Potential financial impacts include volatile movements in correlated assets like Ethereum. Regulatory indicators such as the Clarity Act could trigger upward price reactions. Concerns persist about whether current momentum can sustain such levels. Institutions play a crucial role, with their involvement potentially driving market prices. Events in previous peaks suggest possible corrections after reaching new highs, with on-chain data echoing these sentiments. Experts remain divided, weighing regulatory clarity and market dynamics. Here's the thing, to sum it all up, guys. We will have a blow off top. We will have a parabolic run in Bitcoin and the altcoins. And what they're saying here is there will be a massive correction, i.e. a bear market. No different than any other cycle. Is this an extended cycle? It's starting to seem like it, but it doesn't change the fact that we have not yet seen peak euphoria in this market. We have not yet seen the top for Bitcoin, let alone the altcoins. So some people are going to have the patience to wait it out and make it, and some people are not, right? Some people are going to give up. And those people that give up will be the same people buying the tops, because they'll see everything going parabolic and they'll go, oh crap, I better get back in. And then they buy everybody else's bags who stayed in, right? That's how it works, guys. Gamma Goddess dropping some chatter. She says, thank you for being with us every day, Rob. Thank you for your guidance, helping us with your knowledge. You opening up your Patreon to all of us 24/7, keeping it real with us. I appreciate you. Gamma, I appreciate you too, dear. Absolutely. Always there. Always got my back. Love Gamma Goddess. 100%. I am waiting to see that stablecoin law and the market structure law. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Those could be big things. Government shutdowns also not helping the situation at all right now. So there's that. Let's keep it rolling along here, guys. Caper Kev, thank you so much, brother, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. And I love that it's in Canadian dollars, my brother. I love it. Bitcoin price prediction. Whales accumulate as 9.6 billion in shorts threaten liquidations. Are we going to see a short squeeze? Bitcoin continues to show resilience around the $100,000 mark, with large holders, wallets, holding between 1,000 and 10,000 Bitcoin, significantly increasing their accumulation. On-chain data from CryptoQuant shows that the whales' balances are rising again, with a 7-day balance change turning supply positive, signaling a major investors are buying the dip. This renewed accumulation phase follows weeks of correction, suggesting that large holders view the current range as a strategic accumulation zone before the next leg up. Historically, similar balances surges have preceded strong bullish moves in Bitcoin's price. On-chain analysis, the total balance of whale wallets now sits at 3.5 million Bitcoin. The purple indicator highlights a noticeable, we don't have the chart. They didn't put the chart on the screen, so that doesn't help. It's down here. There we go. Another chart reveals a massive liquidation cluster forming near $115,000, where over $9.6 billion worth of short positions could be wiped out if Bitcoin rallies past that level. Currently trading around 103,500. It's actually 101,799. Bitcoin sits just below a crucial threshold that could trigger a cascade of short liquidations, particularly across Binance and OKX. This liquidity wall could amplify upward momentum. Such a liquidation-driven short squeeze have historically accelerated Bitcoin's price movements. So to sum it up for you guys, the crash that we saw was the cascade effect of a long squeeze, right? A bunch of longs getting liquidated. I think it was like 19 billion dollars worth of longs got liquidated. I think it was something like that. And you saw how fast everything went down and how aggressively, right? Well, a short squeeze is the same thing in the opposite direction. So if we see that that short squeeze take place, we see, what was it, $8.9 billion worth of shorts, or $9.6 billion worth of shorts gets liquidated. That is an aggressive move back up to $115,000 plus, right? Bonds coming to Europe, hell yeah. Only case use coin will survive next year. I don't know. I don't know about that. Things don't move that fast in 1 year. Things don't move that fast, right? So things take time. Let's get into the update from the government shutdown as of yesterday. Ramona says, hit the likes, please. Absolutely, guys. Smash it, whack it, crack it. Let's get it done. What are we at, guys? We're at 246 people watching, 76 likes, guys. Come on, we can get to 100 likes. So this was, as of yesterday afternoon, the government shutdown. Let's listen in.
It is day 37 of the government shutdown. Bipartisan talks continue on Capitol Hill. Join us now, Republican Senator Katie Britt. She's been playing a key role in discussions. I don't know how much you can tell us, Senator. Who is Senator Collins involved? Who's involved on the other side of the aisle? Everyone?
Yeah. So. Senator Collins obviously is taking a lead with her role as chair of appropriations. We are working with other members, obviously, both within our party and across the aisle. Look, this started last week because I realized you can't break a log jam without having conversation. And so sitting down with Senator Schumer and talking about that we really need to get back to doing the work of the American people, and that means passing appropriations bills. Under Senator Collins' leadership there in appropriations, we've actually marked up 8 bills, and 3 of them have passed the Senate floor. Utilizing those 3 bills and thinking, how can we show the American people we're working and break this log jam, making sure that we get the government back open, was a key priority for me. These 3 bills, Joe, are essential. They are SNAP benefits, they are WIC benefits, they are military, VA, the Veterans Affairs. You've also got Capitol Police and others that would be in this package. If we're able to pass these bills, it takes those things off the table for the remainder of the fiscal year, actually funding them and doing the job that the people sent us here to do. So all of that starts with conversation. Have been really pleased to be able to work with people on the other side of the aisle that want to see a pathway forward. Have been in talks with the White House and leadership and working in between those to try to actually open this up for the American people and get back to doing our job.
Been a long time since I saw how a bill is made. So work with me on this. Could you attach these appropriations just to, it would be not quite as clean of a CR, but could you just attach it to a CR that extends the November 21st date? And would Democrats want a 1 year, would they accept a 1 year extension of the, the Obamacare subsidies from the pandemic? Would that be a 4th thing that's put in there? Is there discussion of that? And A, would Democrats accept that? And B, would Republicans give them that? That's the bone they've been asking for.
Yeah, so obviously you have a couple of different things working here. So this three-bill package has passed the Senate. It passed at the end of July. That was actually the first time we passed these types of appropriations bills, and since about 2018 on the Senate floor. So really showing that we meant business and wanted to get things done. These bills have been conferenced with the House in an informal way, trying to make sure that we're all on the same page. Putting that bill on the floor, a vehicle could ride with that, a CR, extending the date to another date, because as we know, obviously November 21st is right around the corner, and so giving us time to do more work, giving us time to pass more appropriations bills is the goal. Look, obviously there has been talk, and Leader Thune has said both publicly and to members of the Democratic Party that he will absolutely give them a vote on ACA. That's nothing new, and so figuring out a pathway forward on that. We also have the NDAA that we'll have to kind of come back to by the end of the year, so we've got a lot of work ahead of us. But this would give us a vehicle to be able to move that and to be able to extend that CR date. And look, Joe, it's important that our Democratic colleagues come to the table. I have heard a lot of stuff in the last 24 hours about, well, maybe they'll wait another week because they won in the election. Joe, I think that is completely selfish and short-sighted. I think winning blue seats in blue states is nothing remarkable. But what it is remarkable is the impact that this is having on average Americans, normal people, people who are having to go to food banks, Joe, people who are not getting paychecks. I can't imagine the arrogance that it would take to walk past Capitol policemen that aren't getting those paychecks and then not wanting to find a pathway forward.
Short-sighted and selfish hasn't stopped anyone yet, so I don't know if that's going to do it. Do you really think that Democrats would go for just those three and not? They are not going to accept anything about a promise for negotiating the subsidies. That's what's been the holdup all along, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, Joe, there are other things that are involved in this that I am not at liberty to kind of put out in front right now. But I think that there are things that that are kind of building this up in a way that will allow this to move forward. And I am hopeful that the Democratic colleagues come to the table. Now's the time to actually get to work. That's what the American people sent us here to do.
I wish we had time to talk about the filibuster, and we were talking about that off camera. It's been since 1917. And I was pushing back on President Trump, saying to get rid of it. But the next time the Democrats are in charge, they're going to get rid of it. I'm almost unless there's like a mansion or a cinema around. And his viewpoint is, why not do it now? They're going to do it anyway, and do everything you want for the next year before the next election. I don't know. Do you think that it'll be gone? That the Supreme Court will be packed? There'll be all kinds of things that happen. The Democrats do have a majority in the Senate.
Yeah, look, President Trump made a very compelling case yesterday. He talked about what is in front of us and what we need to do for the American people. Obviously, he has a robust agenda, and it is on us to work to get that through, and we are absolutely committed to doing that. Leader Thune has said that the votes are not there for moving that, but we do have pathways that we can pursue that ultimately help us achieve his goal. But I think everyone is in conversation, because what we're seeing is unprecedented obstruction by Democrats. We saw that on the nomination process, Joe. I mean, I did the research and kind of put it in front of the conference in order for us to change the rules in that setting. You saw them let no nominees go through this Congress by voice vote or unanimous consent for President Trump. And at the very same time, in the calendar year for Obama, in his first year, he had 292 that went through. So we're seeing this unprecedented level of obstruction. And unfortunately, the Democrats, that causes this institution to break. So all things are on the table, and we're trying to find a pathway forward.
Is obstruction really that much of a surprise to anybody, though? Is anybody shocked? Is that like a revelation that they would do that? Not really, right? When does Jasmine get out of the Binance, the innovation zone? The next time that is evaluated would be the first week of January. Yes, we need 13 more likes. We need 11 more likes now. Crypto JPEG, what's up, man? How we looking for the next move? Nobody knows, brother. Nobody knows. Anyone who says that they do know which way it's going to go is lying to you right now. Bitcoin's on the edge of a knife. We got another 24 hours, more than 20. We got about another, 30 hours maybe. One last shakeout before the upside. Maybe. Everyone just and feel good. There you go. There you go. White House advisor predicts economic recovery post-shutdown. White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett stated that the U.S. economy is expected to recover quickly once the ongoing government shutdown ends, despite worse than expected impacts. The prolonged shutdown has affected various sectors, leading to declines in equity markets and increasing concerns over federal employee morale, as well as economic resilience. Kevin Hassett, White House economic advisor, emphasized the significant impact of the prolonged U.S. government shutdown on the economy. He forecasted a rapid recovery following the government's reopening, despite current economic deterioration surpassing initial projections. The statement by Hassett highlighted how extended federal closures have affected sectors like travel, leisure, and construction. Concerns were raised about continued impacts on shutdowns if shutdowns persist. Wow. Impacting both industry operations and federal employee morale. Immediate effects are being felt across industries, including travel and leisure, with which have seen notable downturns. Financial markets have retraced with significant volatility as U.S. equities trended lower during the shutdown period. Economic implications extended to air travel, government services, and business deals. With potential near-term downturns, markets show a temporary decline. The federal project delays contribute to the widespread economic unease. Wow, I'm tongue-tied. Ongoing shutdowns prompt continued market uncertainty, potentially affecting broader economic sentiment despite the setback. So basically, to sum it up, we need the government to get back to work, right? We need the shutdown to end. A lot of rumors swirling that they're working through the weekend to get it done. I guess we'll find out, right? But here's a little bit of bullishness for you, but let me get it back into the chat here real quick. Still, I see a double bottom and caution higher lows. Yes, falling wedge. Yes. Is this the? Yes, it is the Roger. It is the officially the longest government shutdown. Yes. There are hints that they're working through the weekend to get things back in order, I suppose. Bitcoin faces potential double bottom at 100K support. Bitcoin is displaying potential for a double bottom pattern at $100,000 with pivotal movements involving institutional activities and market debates occurring in November of 2025. Confirmation of this bullish trend hinges on Bitcoin surpassing $104,000 barrier, impacting market sentiment and institutional investment decisions. Bitcoin is currently indicating signs of a potential double bottom at $100,000. Confirmation we would need to close above $104,000 for that. Key players such as BlackRock and Tether have influenced these market dynamics through strategic investments. BlackRock led substantial ETF inflows, while Tether increased its holdings to $1 billion in Bitcoin acquisitions. As Palau, CEO of Tether, mentioned, Tether's recent acquisitions represent our confidence in Bitcoin's long-term recovery potential at these support levels. The market faces the possibility of substantial volatility spikes amid this uncertain period. Liquidity conditions around $100,000 have resulted in defensive market actions to maintain price stability. Market trends underline the importance of institutional involvement for sustaining price support. ETF inflows and mining activity are pivotal for investor confidence and market strength. Market participants are in a defensive stance, evaluating, so they're defending the 100K zone. That is our line in the sand. Insights from historical trends indicate a recovery is possible beyond $105,000, aligning with previous market cycles. The focus remains on achieving volume confirmation, reinforcing the potential for broader market recovery. Can we get back up and close above on the weekly $104,000? That would be super fantastic. So that is what I will be watching for tomorrow. but we won't know anything until that weekly close comes in. So that being said, guys, I got some coaching calls to get to on the Patreon. Remember to be here in about 4 hours and 15 minutes, 6 p.m. Central, for our show, Blockchain Buzz. We have 3 guests today. We bring together the greatest minds in crypto YouTube for an unfiltered conversation about the market. So make sure you guys are here for that. I'll see you guys at 6 p.m. Central, a little over 4 hours from now. And also, book your one-on-one coaching calls or join our group coaching calls over on the Patreon. I also dropped a new trading video in the trading group because we've been crushing it over there as well. All that and more, guys. Link is down below in the chat. It's in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.